well. Cameras are getting back. We just kick off with the live section, then into the 10:30 tonight. If we're all good to go, we'll kick off with James from Sky.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
How's Gabriel after that knee injury?
We're still assessing him. He doesn't look bad at all. He was much better the next day, so hopefully he'll be fine.
He's had a scan, has he?
Sorry?
Has he had a scan?
He's done some tests, yes.
Do you know roughly how long you think he might
No.
be? Too soon. And urine timber?
Urine is fine. So obviously he was very tired. He's been out for a while, and he could not continue the game, but there is nothing, no new injury there at all.
Was that cramp, was it?
He could not continue, so we decided to make a very safe call, but he was fine.
And Ricardo Calafiori?
He will be out for a week, for a few weeks, I would say.
Still a few weeks.
Yeah.
William Saliba is back potentially after his suspension.
Yeah.
Potentially tomorrow night. Will you play him or hold him for the weekend?
I will decide that, and when I will decide, you will see the team.
What have you got to weigh up in terms of that decision?
With William,
Yeah.
the same that with the rest, that put the strongest team that we possibly can to win a game.
And Martin Odegaard as well, just update on him. Is he back on grass this week? There was a report he was...
He's been on the grass for a few weeks, but there's still a few boxes to tick. How fast we can do that last stage of the rehab is a question that we'll have to answer once we have players around and he starts competing with the team, something that he hasn't done yet.
Do you think he'll be back before the international break, or are you thinking after?
Hopefully, yes, but we'll have to see that stage how it goes.
Okay, just in terms of how you treat tomorrow night, obviously busy schedule, few injuries. How do you balance the need to keep winning and momentum against protecting those first team players?
We will try to find the right balance there. As you said, we have 4 very demanding matches now in different competitions. We want to win them all, and we have to start tomorrow to create a good momentum again, and we'll put a strong team out there.
Can I just get your reflections on Erik ten Hag's sacking yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you feel?
Well, we're sad to see one of our colleagues, losing his job. I think he's done a really good job. He's won titles there. He has changed a lot of things. He's a phenomenal coach, and it's difficult when this happens. Unfortunately, it's the exposure that we have as managers, and we are always there in the line. And especially when you look at the game and how they lost the game, it was incredible. But okay, they made that decision. Wish him all the best for his new chapter.
Ian, talk to all.
Hi, Mikel. How
Hi.
are you? You mentioned managers' exposure and scrutiny. Are you in a slightly different position to everybody else? I mean, we kind of think with the support you've had from Edu and the board and the project and trusting the process, you're kind of unsackable.
No, nobody's unsackable. I think when you earn that, when this happens, you have earned something, and you have earned that back somehow. But here, we are here to win football matches. Never forget that.
But you have been here 5 years already. Now, I mean, in the great scheme of things, Premier League football managers, that is a long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. It's unusual. Unfortunately, it's very unusual. So, I have continued to do my job the best possible way. And again, football matches are the most important thing, and you have to win many of those to keep your job.
In terms of that, then, how important is the League Cup? I mean, you've not won it as a manager.
Mm.
You're at a city where Pep won it all the time and clearly saw it as being important, despite the fact that many people think it's the trophy that is the least important.
Yeah, well, it's important because it keeps everybody alive. You maintain the winning habit, which is really, really important. And you show that you care about every competition regardless of where you play. So you have to compete for every match. You are in or you are out. The margins are so small, and tomorrow we're going to face a really tough opponent.
And whilst it would be lovely if you were to sit here and roll off your team, which I'm sure you're not going to do, how much of tomorrow is going to be about giving players and the experienced players who haven't had a lot of game time, and maybe some other young players, like we've seen Skelly and Ranieri come through, giving them a little bit more of a taste of what the first team's about, because that's important for them as well.
Yeah, it is important. There are players, obviously, they haven't played that much, and they will have their chance tomorrow, that's for sure. But you have to earn the right to play, and when you have that right, you have to perform, and you have to perform in a way to impact the team to win the game. And that's what we're going to demand to anybody, whether you are young, you are an experienced player, or you've been playing regularly for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Simon, Ethan Sam.
Mikel.
Hi.
Firstly, on a different note, we saw you and a few of the squad, obviously very suited and booted last night. What was that in aid of?
Yeah, it was a beautiful evening. Yeah, so we have created a partnership between two great foundations. Basically, what they do is change the lives and hopes of a lot of children, that a lot of families, that especially they have a lot of special needs. And we've been collaborating with them for almost 10 years, and it's amazing what they do. It gives you so much perspective about life, and we have the power, we have the ability to connect with a lot of people and to drag a lot of attention and to raise money, which is very important, because at the end, these children, these families need one, infrastructure, they need doctors, they need attention, and they need it in a consistent way. So doing it once and feeling good with yourself is not good enough. It's something that we have to build and create for many years to come, and it's amazing what they've been doing.
And on tomorrow night, when you're trying to sort of juggle that team selection, you were obviously at City when Pep was blooding in Phil Foden, which I think was one of the most high-profile young players, and there was a lot of time where he was being pestered, you're not playing Phil, you're not playing Phil. How difficult is it for you with this group you've got, and how much did you take from your time at City when Pep was managing Phil?
Well, obviously I was there, and we knew the quality of that squad and how strong those teams were when you were putting against any opposition. But we have a really good squad as well. It's true that at the moment, obviously, we are missing quite a lot of players, especially in certain positions. But you have to be really strong, and you can make changes. But the team has to have a balance. It has to have a chemistry. It has to have an energy. That has to be really good to earn the right to win the game, especially when you play them away from home.
Can I just ask you one on Alex? Obviously, the last two games, you've turned to Miles in that left-back position. Is Alex still a key player for you in this squad going forward?
Yeah, well, that's decisions that are always difficult to make. You make them with the only intention to get the results and get the performance that you want. But Alex already is proven for many years, something that Mine has to do, that he has the ability to do it.
Kyle?
Mikel, just on another one of your left backs, Kieran Tierney, we've not seen him this season, but is he getting any closer to the return?
I think it's quite close. He's looking really good. I think he's over the period where he was still struggling. So, yeah, he looked really sharp out there. He hasn't trained with the team yet, but hopefully he can do that in the next week or two.
And in the last round against Bolton, there's obviously a big night for Jack Porter,
Yeah.
the youngest ever goalkeeper. Is there a chance that maybe we'll see another young goalkeeper tomorrow night with Tommy Setford? And what have you seen from him since he's arrived in the summer?
Yeah, well, obviously we brought him because we know that he's got the qualities that we're looking for our goalkeeping area. But unfortunately, he's been injured, so he hasn't really played. And let's see whether we play him or not tomorrow.
In front of him, well, not in front of him, but in front of the goalkeeper position, there's been so much instability in the back four this season. I remember the last press conference talking about it's not just the back four, it's the rest of the team, it's the unit, it's the midfield, and the defence. Just wondering, how does that instability impact the whole team? Because it felt like just as you were getting something going yesterday, the back four was, against Liverpool, and the back four was working, Gabriel comes off and it throws another spanner. How does that impact the rest of the team?
Well, I planned for a lot of things for that game. 4 different scenarios actually. I didn't plan for the one with Gabi because normally it doesn't happen. It happened. We have to adapt to it very early in the match as well. And yeah, it is not ideal. It's what is happening at the moment that's making us think and learn a lot. And yeah, we'll be stronger. There's no other way to look at it.
Just finally on Miles as well. Obviously, you've thrown him in these big games. Just wondering what you've seen from him that makes you so confident to throw him in. Because City, Liverpool, they're massive games.
Yeah.
Maybe most 18-year-olds you wouldn't throw him. What are you seeing from him that you want to throw him in?
First of all, huge personality. He doesn't care. He plays with full belief, with a lot of commitment. He's got the qualities that we want in that position. To play outside, to play inside, defensively, he's a really strong player and really wants it, you know. And when a player is like this, I don't care if he's from the academy, whatever. We need to give them the opportunities, and he has earned the right to play those games.
James, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
After the Liverpool game on Sunday, Jamie Carragher on Sky compared your managerial approach and sort of tactical idea to Jose Mourinho. And I just wondered, he even said, I think, that you're more similar to Jose in some ways than Pep. I wondered what you made of that comparison.
I don't talk about myself.
Really? But do you
That's their job, to talk about others, so I let him to to give his opinion the way
Has
he
he
can.
been a reference for you at all, Joseph?
Jose,
Yeah.
for sure. I know since I was 15 years old. He coached me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was in Barcelona. And yeah, I mean, he's won, I don't know, 26, 28 titles. So it is someone to really admire the way he's done it, the way he's changed the culture in clubs, the way he's done it in different countries. Yeah,
And do you take it as a compliment in that case?
I take it as an opinion. I mean, I don't like myself comparing to nobody because I'm myself, so I don't know. I don't do things because other people is doing things. I do things that I believe are the best thing for the players and for the team to get a success and play the way we want to play. That's it.
Laith?
Hi.
Tough trips on the road for you now. What would your message be to the travelling fans who'll be there supporting you?
Keep doing what they're doing. They've been absolutely phenomenal. We are really thank you the time, the effort, and everything that they invest in, and we are really grateful. Hopefully, we're going to perform really well and give them a lot of joy.
Okay, there's a question from Spanish media.
Hola, Mikel.
Hola.
Para preguntar, la semana pasada dijiste usted que tú no tienes miedo para jugar los Juventud de Arsenal. Para un partido como la que viene mañana entre Preston, ¿va a dar la oportunidad para los jugadores más jóvenes para enseñarte a usted y a los fans de Arsenal que tienen para dar club y lo van a jugar? Vamos a ver muchos cambios mañana para estos jugadores.
No es una cuestión de dar, es que si juegan es porque lo merecen, igual que los demás. Al final tenemos que recompensar a la gente que cada día se comporta de cierta manera y tiene el nivel para jugar de la manera que queremos jugar. Y si ese es el caso, me da igual, si son jugadores de academia, jóvenes o mayores, mañana jugarán.
Y hay jugadores de la academia que tienen la posibilidad para jugar mañana.
Sí, todos los que están en el primer equipo y que juegan con nosotros, mañana tienen la oportunidad.
Vale, perfecto, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, that finishes the live section. We'll go to 10:30 tonight. So we're going to kick off it. Should we kick